Hi, welcome to Talking Text. Our passage is 1 Peter chapter 4 from verse 10. As each has received a gift, use it to serve one another as good stewards of God's varied grace. Whoever speaks as the one who speaks oracles of God, whoever serves as the one who serves by the strength God supplies, in order that in everything God may be glorified through Jesus Christ. To him belong glory and dominion forever and ever. Amen. Peter says that each one has received a gift. Every one of us has a gifting from God. It came from God. We received it. We have nothing that we did not first receive from God. Gifting is simply the things that you are gifted to do, able to do. Usually you're good at them and you may not even notice. Other people might say, wow, you're so good at that. And you go, I didn't notice. And that's because you're gifted in it. It came easily to you. But notice the direction of each one's gift is to be used to serve others. And this is what Peter's urging them to do. Serve others with your gift as a steward of God's varied grace. God has varied the grace on every person's life. This is the beautiful part of unity and diversity. One body, many parts, but many grace gifts, many gifts, each one varied according to how God has apportioned it. He says, those who speak do so as if speaking God's words, and those who serve by the strength that God supplies. Early in the book, he reminded them of the powerful impact that the tongue can have. And again, yeah, he's saying, when we speak, we ought to just be aware of our words and do it as if we were speaking on God's behalf. I want to ask you, when you speak, are you aware that you represent God with your mouth? He says also, when we serve, do it with the strength that God provides. We can sometimes do things in our own strength, but we ought to serve with the strength that God supplies. If you've run out of strength or moved into your own strength, I urge you to return back to God's strength for a task. Otherwise, you may be working in vain, laboring in vain. He says, speak as if we are speaking God's words and serve with God's strength. Then he goes on and says, the reason we do this is in order that Jesus may be glorified in everything. You know, when we honor God with our mouths and serve him, it brings glory to Jesus, that Jesus might be glorified in everything. Isn't that our desire, is that we would bring glory to Jesus in all that we do? And he says this might be the case, actually glorify Jesus with everything. And then he says to him, because to him belongs all the glory. Strangely enough, glory doesn't fit on us. It fits on Jesus. All the glory, not some of the glory for us and some for Jesus, all the glory ought to go to Jesus. To him belongs the glory and the dominion, the authority forever and ever. And Jesus will be glorious and forever reigning, forever and ever. Thanks for letting the text talk, and I hope you've been blessed.